Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the ninth chapter of history, and the name of our chapter is Reforms, Reformers and Women. Reform means to change a system, the law, etc. to make it better. And reformer means a person who try to change society and make it better. In this chapter we will read about reform, reformers and women. The caste system existed in India since ancient time. Since ancient time in India, there was a caste system. In this system, society was divided into high and low castes. Due to caste system, Indian society was divided into higher caste and lower caste. And due to higher and lower caste, there was social inequalities. The Hindus were at this time divided into numerous castes or jati. Caste system divided Hindu into four categories like Brahman, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and Shudras. Many people believe that the groups originate from the Brahma, the Hindu god of creation. It determined whom one could marry and with whom one could have meal and in which circle one could live. It determined one's professions as well as one's social loyalty. It means caste system means how to control the local population. A Brahmana could marry in Brahman caste, Vaishya could marry in Vaishya caste. It also decide that we could take meal with which caste person and can't take meal with which caste person. Like at that time, a Shudra cannot take meal with Brahman. Caste system decide the profession of a person, like a Brahman son become priest or a teacher. Kshatriya son become a soldier or a ruler. Vaishya can become a traders and Shudras do menial jobs. And they do the services of Brahmanas, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas. The caste system were graded into a hierarchy of status. The Brahmins were at the top and were the most privileged. At the bottom were the untouchables or scheduled caste, as they came to be called as later. Brahmins were at the top. They enjoyed all special rights. Privileged means special rights, and these rights were given to Brahmanas by birth. At the lower level, there were Shudras. They were known as untouchable. Their food, dress and house were different from the upper caste person, and they were not allowed to take water from the common well, which were used by the higher caste persons. They were not allowed to enter in the temples of Hindu, and they could not read Shastras. Kshatriyas and Vaishyas were in the between. Kshatriyas were known as rulers or soldiers, and Vaishyas were known as traders or agriculturists. Now we will discuss about the condition of women. Widows were always looked upon as inauspicious and were not permitted to attend festive occasions, despite the fact that many widows were young girls. Both Hindu and Muslim men could marry more than one woman. In some part of the country, widows were praised if they chose death by burning themselves on the funeral pyre of their husband. The women who died in this manner, whether willingly or unwillingly, were called sati. Women in India 200 years ago was very different. They were little freedom. They were confined to their house. They do the work inside the home. Women have no access to education. In many parts of the country, people believe that if woman was educated, she become widow. Child marriage was common and girls were often married at 8 to 10 years. In case the husband died, the child bride became widow. Widows were not allowed to remarry and they were known inauspicious. They were looked upon inauspicious. There was the practice of polygamy in which a person could marry more than one woman. Both Hindu and Muslim could marry more than one woman. Sati system was practiced at that time in some part of the country. In this evil system, widows were burnt with their husband funeral pyre, whether they were willing or not willing. They have no right in their father's property. In the 19th and 20th century, many reformers start questions about these evil systems which were existed in Indian society. So in this chapter, we will discuss how this will happen.